Time for another one of our travel day videos. And if you've been following us any length of time, you know they have nothing to do with travel day at all.
No.
If we are traveling today, that's why we call it a travel day video. But we try to do these on specific subjects, usually questions that people ask us. That
Yeah.
we get asked
Our
often.
most popular question.
Yeah, the most popular. We try to do different subjects. And today, what we're going to do is kind of the good and the bad of different aspects of RVing. When I say good and bad, it could be best or worse, your favorite, least favorite, things like that. Really anything to do with RVing. And as all of our travel day videos, this is raw and unedited.
Yeah.
So what you see is what you get. So if Dina yells at me, she's going to yell at me and you're going to hear it. So Dina's going to ask Mike a question about the good part of something, and then we'll do the bad part of something and try to go break down the list. We have about 7 or 8 questions we'll try to get through if we have enough time.
Okay, so the first one is, what is your favorite RV gadget?
Favorite gadget's going to sound kind of funny, but we added a valve to our RV wherever you hook the sewer hoses up to the RV. It just makes things so much easier. Hooking up hoses and disconnecting hoses, you don't have to worry about stuff coming out or leaking.
Great.
That's I love that. It's funny, but I do love that.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
My gadget is really big. My favorite RV gadget's my washer and dryer. I cannot imagine. I love keeping it up with my laundry. I don't let it pile up. I don't save it for a rainy day. And I cannot imagine full-time RVing without my washer and dryer. I am very, very grateful to have it. Next up, well, what's your least
favorite gadget?
Your least favorite gadget?
This wouldn't be considered a gadget, but my least favorite thing I can think of is the shower in our second bathroom.
That's what I was going to say.
You can't say that because I just said it. You got to think of something else. Like, we have a shower in our second bathroom. We never use it. We use it really for storage. We put stuff in there. It would be nice to take that shower out and just put storage in there. So,
Yeah.
least favorite thing or worthless thing for me is the shower in the second bathroom.
I would say, well, I was going to say the back bathroom, but since Dan said that, I think I will say our mattress. We have replaced the mattress a couple times and we still don't have it perfect. It's a lot better. This is our favorite one by far, but it's still not perfect. It's been a real pain to find one that fits for the RV. Okay, so what is your favorite location we've been to?
Favorite location? So many good places. I am going to say Rocky Mountain.
No, don't say Rocky Mountain National Park. That's mine.
Okay, I'll come up with another one.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Rocky Mountain National Park in Estes, the town of Estes, which is just outside of Rocky Mountain National Park. I just love it there. We go there. We've been there a couple times, both times in September.
Yeah.
Elk are just out and about. The deer, the moose. Just we've had a lot of fun both times we're in Rocky Mountain National Park.
The deer and the moose, the deer and the elk.
And the moose.
Oh yeah, the moose. You're right. Yeah, and the bighorn sheep. I was going to also say Rocky Mountain National Park, and I think this is why. Because we really did not know much about Rocky Mountain until we went in 2021. And it left such an impression. It was so memorable. It was unbelievable. And but okay, so since he said that, my second favorite place would be Utah. Arches, Bryce, Zion, phenomenal. Canyonlands, all of it. It's just unbelievable. Okay, what's your least favorite location?
Least favorite, Pahrump.
Yeah.
I think that was Nevada.
Nevada.
Yeah, we stayed in Pahrump, Nevada. Don't even remember why, honestly. I think it was just
I think it was just a stayover so you could work.
Not for us.
No.
We did get to visit the chicken ranch, though. That was kind of fun.
I don't think we should say that. Okay. Least, I have to agree. That's my least favorite. I don't care what he says. I'm agreeing with that one. Okay. What is your favorite campground?
Favorite campground. I think I know what you're gonna say, so I'll say something different. I'm gonna say the campground we stayed at in Silverton, Colorado. The campground itself, there's nothing really fancy about it at all, but it was just everything involved with it. We had the old
Yeah.
locomotives behind us, just the beautiful aspen, the mountains, just some of the adventures we did when we were there. I'll just always remember
Yeah.
Silverton and in the campground in Silverton. So
It was like living back in time, stepping back in time and living in it.
yeah.
It was pretty memorable. My favorite campground is Rocky Mountain National Park. Um, Probably the first year that we were there in 21. I don't remember the name of the park, but we actually got lucky and they put us where the work campers were. The sites were bigger, but that's not what made it phenomenal. We had deer and elk walking through, not the campground, our campsite
Yeah.
all the time. And it was so cool. Really, really nice campground, clean, great people. But the wildlife, that's where it's at for us the most. What's your least favorite campground?
Again, I think I know what you're going to say, so I'm going to say something different. The one that we stayed at in St. Louis, and again, I'll have to put the name of it.
Oh yeah, it was so tight.
It was so tight in
Oh
there.
yeah.
Honestly, that's our first year RVing, and people were actually standing out front watching me back in.
They were waiting. They heard we were coming in with a big rig, and they were waiting
We'll see if we could do it.
to set up in their chairs.
Yeah.
The guy came over and told us, we've been waiting for you guys all day to watch him back into
And
the spot.
I nailed it.
He nailed it.
Nailed it the first time.
Nailed it.
But it was so tight in there. Just making the turn, the truck was honestly across the road. It was very tight. So that was probably my least favorite campground.
Yeah. My least favorite campground was in Pahrump, Nevada. I'm not going to go into details. It wasn't a pleasant experience.
I figured you were going to say.
I didn't care for it at all. Never go back there again. Never. Okay, on to the next. What's your favorite RV subscription?
Subscription. Oh, that's an easy one. RV Trip Wizard. We use it all the time. Planning our routes.
Yeah.
Looking up sites, places to stay at. There's just so much information there that I use a lot of it because I work full time. I have to have internet access, so it allows me to read reviews on internet connectivity from other people. I can do satellite images looking down, so I can see if they have
Yeah.
sites. I can use my Starlink. I have to have a clear line of sight to the sky. So there's a lot of research I can do with RV Trip Wizard. So that's definitely my favorite subscription.
Yeah. This isn't really a subscription, but my favorite is RV Trip Wizard for obvious reasons. It's just so user friendly and really awesome. But since you said that, I will say our national park pass.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
It's just
saved us a lot of money.
unbelievable. Unbelievable. I am so grateful to have that. It's been a
I've
blessing.
been to 30 some odd RV
Yeah.
parks and haven't paid for one because we have the
National parks, not
National-
RV parks.
national parks. We have the what's it called, Passport or America, the beautiful
America the Beautiful
pass.
pass. Okay, so what's your least favorite RV subscription?
So when we first started RVing, we went out and bought probably 3 or 4 subscriptions for discounts, things like Passport America, Sam's Club, a couple others.
Costco.
Well, we always use Costco.
Yeah.
I'm thinking just the RV ones. we don't use them really that much anymore. And the reason is because we pretty much.
Oh, Good Sam. You said
Yeah.
Sam's
Oh,
Club.
Sam's Club, Good Sam.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
okay, back on track.
Back on track. But what happens is because we stay usually 2 weeks in a spot, or at least 1 week, we almost always get either a weekly discount or a military discount.
Yeah,
So we don't really use these, RV subscriptions like at all.
right.
So as they expire, we're not even renewing them.
Renewing.
We're just kind of.
Yeah,
I think we're fine just the way we are.
yeah. I don't really have an answer for that because
Yeah, it's
we really aren't
common.
big into a bunch of different subscriptions anyway. Okay, so what is your favorite state we've traveled to?
I can think of a bunch actually. These are so hard because each one is
For different reasons.
different. It's like asking me my favorite national park. We enjoy them all, and they're all for different reasons.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one, I'm going to say Colorado, just because we've done so much in Colorado.
And there's so much to do in Colorado.
So
There really is.
that would be my favorite, I think.
Again, I would pick Colorado.
Can't say Colorado.
If I had to say a second, it would be probably Utah.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. Yep. What's your least favorite state?
This is a toughie, and let me explain this so I don't offend anybody.
Yeah, I was going to say be careful.
New York. Now we had fun. We went to Niagara Falls and
Yeah.
had a blast. And the only reason why I'm saying New York is driving through there, the traffic,
The roads.
pulling the RV
Yeah.
through. I just really didn't enjoy that. So that would, I'm gonna have to say New York with that one. Sorry, New Yorkers.
This is not really nice of me since we're Floridians, but I hate to say it, but Florida for me, I don't know if I don't know. Just for some reason, I feel like the traffic and the way people drive and how long it is of a drive to go from South Florida to get out of Florida. I don't know. I don't really hate it, but it's probably my least favorite. Okay, so what is your favorite part of owning a fifth wheel?
So my favorite part for our fifth wheel is the garage.
Yeah.
For us, and everybody's gonna be completely different.
Yeah.
But for us, having the garage and the ramp out the back, we absolutely love it. The garage is my office during the week. We put the ramp down whenever we can, just
Yeah.
because it opens it up so much more. We got the glass doors, so
Right.
for me, it would definitely be the garage and the ramp in the back.
My favorite part of the fifth wheel is probably the garage too. Because I just love it. It's like an extension. And then with the ramp down, it's like another extension of outdoors. Rodeo comes and goes as she pleases. When the ramp is down, we usually have at least the sliding doors cracked out the way for her to come and go if it's too
Definitely
warm.
Rodeo's favorite part.
It's definitely Rodeo's favorite. But I think I would have to say, yeah. Okay, what's your least favorite part of owning a fifth wheel?
Probably towing it. We've been doing this for 3 years now, and honestly, I still feel when we're driving through towns, you got to remember you got 45 feet behind you, and you really, really got to pay attention.
Yeah.
So, I still get, I won't say nervous, but the nerves definitely build up.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
When you're
yeah.
going through towns and you're trying to make sure you make some really wide turns, things like that. So, towing it, I guess, for me.
I think for me, the least favorite with our particular RV is I wish we had a little bit more living area. I do. I wish I would do without the second bathroom to have that much more bumped out for living area. I think it would make a big difference. And the other thing I was going to say I hate about my least favorite thing about having our fifth wheel is people do not care what you're driving. They're going to pull out in front of you anyway. And this big thing, pulling this thing, makes me nervous as crap. It just puts me on the edge. I don't understand how people can see this big thing coming at them and just go ahead and pull out in front of us anyway. It's happened several times and I don't understand it. Okay. Wanted to get that out.
You feel better.
I do. What is your favorite national park?
Man,
We've been asked this just recently.
everybody, we get this question all the
Yeah.
time, and I'll try to explain the best I can. Well, personally, I'm going to have to say Yellowstone, and it's really for personal reasons. We've had family out there with us. Our kids have been out there with us when they were younger.
And then our son went back and
Our
proposed.
Proposed out there. My parents, spent a couple weeks out there
Yeah.
with my parents. So Yellowstone holds a special place for me.
Yeah.
But there, each national park is so different from another. It can't compare Yellowstone to let me think of another one.
Cuyahoga.
Cuyahoga. They're
Yeah.
just so different.
Yeah.
Or even Yellowstone to Olympic National Park. Everything's different. They're all so unique and so, I'll not say wonderful.
Yeah.
But Yellowstone's my answer.
Yellowstone's my favorite too. It's going to be
Probably for
my
the same
favorite
reason.
for the same reasons, personal reasons, more than anything. I'm sorry. What is your least favorite national park?
I don't remember the name of it, but I think it was in South Carolina. Curry, or the one we had the boardwalk walking through all the swamp area.
Oh,
I don't remember.
we will definitely find out the name and put it in text.
And I feel sorry because I know we've had comments. We did a video on
Yeah.
the national park, and people really enjoy it. It's just out of all the national parks we've been to,
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, that was probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it,
We did enjoy it.
but I would go to other parks before I go back to that.
Yeah. Okay. What is your favorite thing about full-time RVing?
That our
Last but not least.
Okay, last question. Favorite thing about well, okay, I'm going to cheat. I got two answers for this. And honestly, one of the answers really hit home yesterday. But my first answer for this is everything we get to see. We get to see, we're so blessed. We get to see so many things, so many national parks, small towns, the adventures we get to do. We can't describe. It's things we can do. I could try to describe some things, but it just doesn't do justice.
Right.
We're extremely blessed on that.
Yeah.
The other part, this is the second part to my answer, and this was what really hit home yesterday. Some of the people we meet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We met, it's a place we just left. We met a few people there. We sat and talked.
Yeah.
An hour, and that's not the only place. The place before that, we met some really nice people. Yep. And before that, fellow RVers, and we keep in touch with them.
Yeah.
Or meetings with fellow RVers where we're going to now.
Yep.
People that we
from Florida.
Yeah.
All the way out in Washington.
Up in Washington State.
Yeah, at the same time.
Definitely, we have met some of the nicest people.
We really,
like I said, we keep in touch.
Yeah.
We really enjoy it, and so
we're blessed.
People and the adventures and things we get to do is just awesome bonus to full-time RVing.
My favorite thing about full-time RVing is, like you said, the people, the things we're seeing and doing, the freedom of it all. But it's like we've said before, I know in other videos, we would never vacation to so many of these places. It's just not going to happen. Being on the road full time, we see some of the coolest small no-name towns, basically, meet some just awesome people, see some incredible views, and see, just get to experience it. It's just amazing. It really, really is. We are incredibly blessed for this life. And oh, there's a car upside down right there. Oh, geez. Just so grateful for all of it. What is your least favorite thing about full-time RVing?
Oh, least, oh, I forgot. Least favorite thing. Probably missing family, I'd say.
Yeah.
Missing family. We're really hoping family would be able to come and visit us in some locations, but
You're taking my
oh, well, yeah, think of something else.
no,
Okay,
because
I'll say missing family and friends.
yeah, missing family and friends for sure. Um, the thing I least like about it is just not, even though we do stay in touch with everyone, we have our own text group and our own video chat group, that we're always going back and forth and just regular talking on the phone. And we really do miss family and friends. The biggest disappointment for me is not really having family come out and stay with us. And 3 years almost we've been doing this. We haven't had that. And that's a
But
real,
we
understand.
Life gets in the way.
Yeah.
It's just we were.
Especially, if you know what we're going through with what our daughter is going through right now. This last year definitely was not meant to be, but
to me, what
we were even supposed to meet some friends different times,
doesn't matter.
and yeah, it all.
So just life.
So it's just a big disappointment, and it just makes you miss them that much more.
But you also want to share this with them too.
But you want to share it with them.
That's something I miss as well.
Yeah.
Of course, we miss family and friends, not seeing them, but you want to share some of this
Right.
with them too and let them experience it
Right.
as well. Any way we could help them to do that. So that's a part of it as well.
Yeah, for sure. So that's the end of our
That's it.
favorites and least favorite.
Like we said, raw and unfiltered. So we will put the names of the places,
Yeah.
gadgets, whatever we didn't remember. We'll put in the video, just so you know. But these are just our honest opinions. They're not right or wrong for anybody.
Right.
Just our opinions.
Hopefully this rain didn't put you to sleep. It has been coming down for a while. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
Remember, always live life to the fullest.
Safe travels and God bless. Have a great week.